Your crush finds you irresistible. And today we're going to find out exactly how and in what ways your crush finds you irresistible. Before you are three piles, you can choose 1, 2, or 3. Just choose whichever pile you feel most attracted to. This is your intuition at work, trying to guide you to the correct message or messages for you. Pile 1 is happiness. Pile 2 is child. And pile 3 is evolution. Choose whichever pile or piles appeals to you the most or calls to you the most, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at your message today. Why does your crush find you so irresistible? Or what does your crush find irresistible about you? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your first card. Now, this was the card you chose. I'm going to come back to this card, and we're going to see exactly how this message fits into your reading. All right, we have life lessons. So we're getting life lessons, lessons learned, wisdom gained, completing cycles, growth through experience. I'm wiser now. All right, so your crush finds you irresistible because of how well-read and wise you seem. Your crush views you as being very knowledgeable and feels that you've learned a lot in life and that you heed those lessons, okay? That you've taken these lessons to heart. And so they feel like you are someone to learn from. They really admire your wisdom and your knowledge. Your crush may, for some of you, I'm kind of seeing like a graduation hat here. I feel like for some of you, your crush finds you irresistible because of how educated you are. Okay, or how academically inclined you are. We're getting confirmation. We're getting confirmation on that. I also feel that your crush has been through a lot. Okay, they've been through some major life lessons. Okay, they've learned some hard lessons in life. And what they have learned is that you, my viewer, are the kind of person they should gravitate towards or try to be like or try to learn from. They just feel that you are on point. This is part of why they find you irresistible, is because everything they've been through points to you. Everything they've been through points to people who think and act like you, okay? They feel that you are learned and they feel that you're wise. This is part of why they are drawn to you and find you so irresistible, Pile 1. Next, we're looking at Moon, changes in your life. Exactly. They feel that you've learned your lessons, fam. They feel that you have made certain changes in your life based on the things you have learned, okay? They understand that you're playing things very smart because of what you've been through, and they really respect and admire your wisdom and your ability to adjust and make changes based on what you have learned and based on the experiences that you've been through, okay? You're not just having these experiences, not learning anything. You're learning, you're growing, and you're adapting. And this is part of why they find you so irresistible. They feel drawn to you because they feel that you follow your North Node, that you honor your intuition, you honor what is right, okay? I'm also seeing that your crush is drawn to you because, you know, there are changes your crush wants to make in their life. They've been doing things a certain way, but when they met you, they either were convinced to start changing the way they do things, or they realized that you're the type of person they should be, you know, gravitating towards. And so they're wanting to honor this, you see. This is part of why they find you so irresistible, because you are in line with a lot of the lessons they have learned. Okay, it's funny because I'm not getting that you're the impulsive choice for them, that you're the one that, baseline default, when they look at you or they think of you, you're the one that they would normally choose without even thinking. Okay, you're not their impulsive choice. You are their well thought out choice. You are the one that they gravitate towards when they weigh everything and look at everything and think carefully. They're like, yeah, pile number one is the person I should be. They can't resist you. They can't resist you once they look at all the details, take their time, think about things, really think and really tune in and dial in. They cannot help but be drawn towards you. Okay, you seem very reasonable to them, and you seem like you bring a lot of clarity to certain situations in their life, and also they feel that you are clear. Okay, you think clearly. Okay, you're not foggy, you're not fuzzy. Okay, you have great clarity, and you operate from this place of great clarity within you. This is part of why they find you so irresistible. They also feel like you have a really good intuition. You have a really good sense of inner knowing, and they feel drawn to you because of this. Perhaps they had seen you make certain choices and they're like, yes, that's the choice you make. Or they had seen you make these choices and they approved of these choices. Also, I feel like they are drawn to you because they'd seen you make certain choices that worked out very well for you and put you in a winner's position. And so they find you very irresistible because of this. We're getting back to book again. Wow, the resonance in these cards is, we're getting confirmation, unreal, pile one. Okay, what I'm seeing here is that they view you as well read, period. We're getting a book twice. They think that you've read, for some of you, they think you've read a lot of books, or that you're very well informed. Okay, and they feel very drawn to you because of this. They feel like you're a walking encyclopedia, or like you just have all this information on tap in that beautiful, delicious brain of yours, pile one. I also feel like they think you're very smart, very intelligent, and therefore, and because you've read all these books, you have access to, it's like you have access to the Akashic records, or you're able to pull from this vast resource of knowledge as you make decisions in life. Okay, and this is why they find you so irresistible. They love that big brain of yours. I'm getting like the feeling that your crush, pile number one, is a sapiosexual. Okay, a sapiosexual is someone who finds you attractive because of how intelligent you are, and I'm sure you already knew this, pile one, just because of how well read and intelligent you are, and probably your vocabulary is through the roof, so you already knew what sapiosexual meant. But I just feel like, and even if you didn't, pile one, I feel like they just think that you're very smart. Okay, your crush feels very well drawn to you because they feel that you've read all the great books. You've read Hemingway, you've read Gutenberg, you've read Charles Dickens, you've read all the sci-fi greats, or you've read books on various topics, or maybe they feel that you're a math whiz or something like that. Whatever the case may be, they are really into your intelligence. This is why they're drawn to you. I almost feel like they might come to you. For some of you, this might be true. They might move in your direction when they want knowledge, or they want answers, or they want to know what they may ask you. Your crush may be someone who asks you, what you think about certain things, what you think about certain subjects. They like to pick your brains. Okay. Next, we're getting Six of Wands. Wow, come on, pile one. Your crush is drawn to you because you are a winner, okay? You are a winner. You've had many victories. I feel like you either won certain contests because of how smart you are, or perhaps you're a scholar and you won scholarships, or you've been recognized for your intelligence in a very public way, or you just have been recognized either by your boss, or perhaps you have certain awards, or you're recognized by your community as being at the top of the food chain when it comes to some subject or something. And this is part of why your crush is drawn to you. Your crush finds you irresistible because you have a great reputation, and you've been recognized for your intelligence. You've been recognized for what it is that you know. I feel like your crush is irresistibly drawn towards you because of your confidence and your smile. Your smile, pile number one, is really pulling your crush in. your crush thinks that you're very charismatic and perhaps even very popular. This is part of why they find you irresistible. They think that you're loved by many. This is how they view you anyway. Even if you don't view yourself this way, this is how they view you, okay? And that's really what matters in this reading, is why is your crush irresistibly drawn towards you? It has a large part in how they view you, okay? So we have the electric eel. We're getting innovation, hidden potential. So your crush finds you irresistible because there's something very charismatic about you. There's like an electricity to you, okay? And you excite them, okay? You excite them. They're excited by your intelligence, like we talked about earlier. But they're also excited about all the potential that lies within you, because your intelligence and your accomplishments are almost like they're like a baseline ingredient, okay? A baseline ingredient to greater things to come. They just have this, you make their intuition go crazy. When they think of you, they think about, oh my gosh, you're going to be great. You know, they think you're great now. They're like, but they think, oh my gosh, you're going to be someone amazing in the future. They just see all this potential within you. They feel this electric jolt when they think of you, when they see you. I also feel like there's a strong chemistry that your crush feels towards you, okay? You electrify them, okay? When they think of you, they feel tingles go down their spine. They are really drawn in by your star power. I'm getting that too. There's a lot of sizzle. You can see the thunderbolt here, the electric bolt. Here we're seeing the lightning again. So there's this electricity to you that they cannot resist, okay? So I'm seeing like strong sign of major chemistry between the two of you. I also feel like they've had some sort of shocking realization about you, okay? Your crush has had a shocking revelation about you. Maybe they didn't realize that you were so smart in the past. Maybe they didn't realize that you were so well recognized and accomplished. And this must have just hit them all at once. And so they're kind of shocked by you right now. We're getting karmic B, okay? Okay, so here's what I'm getting, pile one. So I feel that the shocking realization they've had about you, I feel like they may be comparing you with someone in their life who they have now realized is not good for them. This is the realization they've had after meeting you, or after having evaluated you. They're realizing that the person they've been dealing with is a karmic. I feel like they may have thought that the person they were dealing with in the past was good enough for them, was, oh, maybe they were flawed, but they were still a good person, and they'd hurt them in the past, but, they were still decent. They were still hanging in there, trying to hold on to this person. But you and your presence in their life, okay, in your crush's life, has made your crush realize that someone else they've been dealing with is a karmic. It could be that they think someone else they've been dealing with is a karmic. The reason they feel drawn to you is that you've revealed someone else in their lives as a karmic, or they've compared someone to you and found that person lacking, okay? And this is part of why they find you so irresistible. I feel like your crush thinks that you are very beautiful or handsome, okay? They think that you are very attractive, full of vitality, very radiant, okay? Very radiant. They love your hair. They love how full and thick your hair is. Yes, I don't care what you think of your hair. Remember, this is about your crush's perspective, okay, on this reading. This is not about yours. This is not about your inner critic's perspective. This is not your perspective. This is your crush's perspective. So if they put you on a bit of a pedestal, please forgive them, but that is just how it works, okay? Now, I feel that your crush thinks that your hair is very thick and beautiful. They love the color that you've chosen for your hair, or they love your natural hair color, or the hair color that you have applied. They just love the way you wear your hair. I don't care what you're doing to your hair. I don't care what hairstyle you got, or what you got in your hair, or how you wear your hair. They love your hair. They find it very attractive, okay? Now, and they love the way you style it, or cut it, or trim it, or wear it. I feel like your karmic also, your crush is very drawn to your lips. They're drawn to the shape of your lips, the look of your lips. They find your lips to be very kissable. And I feel like your crush, why do I keep saying karmic? I feel like your crush, you know, maybe a karmic of yours, okay? They may be a karmic of yours, and this is part of why they feel, you know, irresistibly drawn to you, okay? They may be a karmic. That's possible for a few of you. Now, I feel like your crush is a karmic. And now if they are a karmic of yours, I feel like they have had their ego struck down by you, okay? You remember, karmics or karmic soulmates, okay, are lessons. They're lessons for us. I feel like your karmic soulmate is actually, may also be your crush. This is a message for some of you, maybe not all, okay? And your karmic soulmate, who's also your crush, is irresistibly drawn towards you because of the lesson that you represent, okay? It's like the scale has fallen from their eyes and they're seeing the truth. You've either taught them to see that they are a karmic, or you've taught them to see that someone else in their life is a karmic. Whatever it is, okay, I feel that you represent a major change for them, a major change. It says your changes in your life, and again, the lightning thunderbolt coming through. You are a life lesson for your crush too. That's another thing that's coming through, okay? Your life lesson for your crush. This is part of why they are irresistibly drawn towards you. I feel like you may have told your crush something too that really blew their minds. This is why they're drawn to you. They feel like you have you said something to them that has let them see that you are a winner, that you were right, okay? That you are absolutely correct. And this is part of why they are irresistibly drawn to you. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your next card. We have your tribe, your vibe. So now I did say that was a message where your crush is a karmic for you. I did say that was for just a few of you. Now, that's not true for all of you, okay? Now, I do feel like for some of you, I do feel like your crush views you as part of their soul tribe, okay? They feel that you act like they do, you dress like they do, or you're sympathetic to their cause, or sympathetic to how they dress or how they style themselves, that you're compatible with their value system. They like the way you look. They like the way you style yourself. There's just this compatible vibe going on. They feel compatible with you in a lot of ways, and they feel that you are simpatico with them, okay? Now, I'm also getting that your crush find you irresistible because they just think that you're gorgeous, fam. I'm sorry. They think that you're just so hot. They think that you are smoking, okay? They feel that you have a great sense of fashion and that you have beautiful body parts, okay? They feel that your legs are long and toned and sexy. They love the shape of your butt. If you're a girl, they love the shape of your butt. If you're a guy, they love the shape of your body. If you're a girl, they love the shape of your butt, your thighs, your hips. They love your sense of style. They feel that your legs are long or very shapely. Like I said, again, we're getting hair color coming into play here. I feel like some of you in this group, you've either done something with your hair, you may wear highlights, or you've dyed your hair a different color. This is like a red glowing neon sign to your crush that you are for them, okay? They feel irresistibly drawn to you because of your hair color or something you've done with your hair. Some of you may have dyed your hair pink, or you have highlights in your hair, you know, green, blue, I don't know, you name it, purple, or you could just be the way you neatly style your hair. I don't care if your hair is big, voluminous, or whatever it is, or it's cut short. Yeah, so I just feel that your crush is irresistibly drawn to you because of your looks. They find your looks to be very, very appealing, okay? And the way you style yourself as well. I feel like your crush may find you irresistible also because you may look like a model to them. They think you look like a model. We're getting the Knight of Cups. Sorry, please pardon my cat, Leo. So when my cat Leo shows up, he's a protective symbol because my familiar is protective, okay? Familiars are protective of their humans. I feel that your crush may find you irresistible because they view you as very protective, okay? They view you as very protective. And this is part of why they come to you, because they feel that your knowledge and what you know protects them and keeps them safe, okay? Because it's like think about it, it's like being around someone who's very knowledgeable, okay? You know, things are less likely to go wrong for you because it's like having like a watchdog who's able to tell you, oh no, be careful with this, be careful with that. You're like a warning system or something. So your crush finds you irresistible because of the way you love, okay? the way you love, and the way you follow your passions. So it could be that they've seen the way you are passionate about something, and they find you irresistible because of that. Maybe if you're in a relationship with this person, they love the way you love them. They love the way you make them feel when you pour your attention and you show that ardent love, your ardor, your intensity, your passion for them. They love that. And so this is part of why when they have your focus, they find your focus on them to be irresistible. They want more of it. They love it when you focus in on them, and they love the way you focus in on them. They can feel your passion. Or if you're not in a relationship with this person and they're just observing you, I feel like, this person really loves the way you go in after your passions, the way you pour yourself into the things that you love. That's what I'm seeing. All right. Now we're getting to your happiness card. Fam, I feel like your passion also, they feel that your passion has driven you to make certain changes in your life. Also, their passion for you that's driven them to make changes in their life is another reason why they find you irresistible, is because you are a force for good. You are a force for positive changes. I also feel like your crush finds you irresistible because through you, they've learned where it is they belong and where they do not belong. Okay. They've learned that there are certain people that it's like their vibe, or it's not their vibe. You've exposed this to them, and they view you and have categorized you as being their vibe and their tribe. And as a result, their tribe. Okay. Their vibe. And as a result, part of their tribe. So you make them very happy, fam. You make them super happy. You make them so happy. They feel that you're very entertaining, that you're like a walking comedian, and even if you're not trying to be funny, okay, they just feel that they find you entertaining. They find you very complex. They feel that you wear many different personas almost. I'm not saying like, multiple disorder personality or something, but I'm just saying like they just feel that you wear many hats or many masks, that you're very versatile. Like, for instance, they feel that you know how to, just as an example, you know how to be very professional in the boardroom. If you're at a meeting, you know how to be very professional to the nth degree. Then the moment you step out of there, maybe you guys are having a little break, then you become a comedian. You know how to cut loose and be extremely down to earth, funny, and you crack them up. Okay. And then after a while, maybe something goes wrong. You're able to all of a sudden become very caring and very, very handy in a situation where there's an emergency. You're a quick thinker. You know how to come up with solutions quickly to help you focus on a situation and heal a situation. You just do many things very well. Okay. And this is part of why your crush finds you so irresistible. We got death. Exactly. You see, you made them very happy because of the changes, fam. Okay. You may have made changes within yourself too. Okay. And this is part of why your crush finds you so irresistible. You were able to make certain changes and come out on top. And this gave you a really excellent reputation. It could be that you transformed your career, or you maybe you lost weight, or you sculpted your body, or you changed your economic status. Okay. Maybe you became a millionaire, or maybe you went from being an employee to being a business owner, or I don't know what it is. Okay. You made some kind of major change that impacted your life in a major way. You transformed yourself and you were victorious. And this is part of why they are drawn to you. Okay. Like I said earlier, you may have also just stimulated a change within them. And this is part of why they're so drawn to you. We have light bulb. Yeah, you're a thinker. Oh my gosh. Light bulb, lightning. They just think that you're lit upstairs, guys. Your brain is working. Okay. You're very creative and you shine. Earlier I talked about radiance. You're very radiant to them. All right. They're drawn to your light. Okay. Because you're very bright upstairs. Okay. Very intelligent. And they have analyzed you as someone who benefits them, your benefit to the world, your benefit to the people around you, your benefit to them. This is why they're drawn to you. Remember I said they viewed you as someone who has said things to them that help them. It's like having like a watchdog around. Like, think about what it's like to be close to someone who's very intelligent and wise, okay? Not intelligent in a brash way where they don't know how to apply it in a humane way. Intelligent, helpful, victorious. Think about the impact someone like that could have in your life. If they were a close friend or family, you would have certain advantages come with that person. And that is the advantage of foresight, the advantage of quick solutions, the advantage of powerful strategic thinking, the advantage of being a great example. You have someone who is a great example in your midst, next to you, okay? Like, they are just drawn to your intelligence, fam. They're drawn to your light. You shine bright. You're an amazing person. That's what I'm seeing in these cards. Through your crush's eyes, they feel that you are amazing, okay? You're top notch. We got pain, guarded, apprehensive, putting a wall, excruciating pain. Now, I feel that your crush has been dealing with something. Your crush may have had a bad relationship in the past with a karmic, yes. Or maybe they're currently dealing with a karmic. It might be a relationship like someone they're dating, or it could be someone in their lives, like, could be like someone they feel tied to, like a friend or like a parent or a sibling or co-worker. There's someone they're tied to that they're dealing with. It says karmically speaking, so they can't avoid dealing with this person for now, okay? And it feels like you have been a light in the dark for them as they deal with the situation. They've been dealing with something that's been troubling their soul, and they feel that you have been the light on the mountaintop. You've been sharing your wisdom with them. You've been sharing life lessons, things you've learned, but getting confirmation. Or maybe you went through a similar situation like they did, and you overcame it, and you are victorious in it. But they're still dealing with it, and they're looking to you as a shining light and a shining example. And you are fulfilling that role stupendously. So they just are drawn to you because of this. You are light in the dark for them. You're a bright, shining example. You uplift them. You give them joy. You give them hope. They feel like you're their tribe because maybe you've been through the same things they have. They can relate to you. You can relate to them. Wow. Okay. All right. So we're getting the Queen of Swords. Again, intelligence, fam. They feel that you are an excellent example because of what you have been through. You've been through some things. Your crush feels that you have been through some things that were toxic, that were bad, and you learned to do without those things. You learned to cut those things out of your life, and you are thriving, okay? And it's made you wiser, smarter, more intelligent, and you have these wisdoms to share. This is part of why they're drawn to you. You've learned to cut out what does not serve you and what only cause you pain. Like, you can spot it a mile away and you like cut it off quick. And they admire this about you. This is why they're drawn towards you. It could be them. This could be maybe because, you know, in dealing with you, you struck them down, their ego, right? This is for some of you who your crush is a karmic. It could be that, you know, you blew their ego down. Okay, I'm sorry. You may have struck down their ego. They thought they were on your level or something, and you showed them that you are victorious. And their shenanigans was not going to hold you back. Okay? And they're stunned by your brilliance. They're stunned by your intelligence. They're stunned by your discipline. Your ability to cut out that which was not serving you. It could be them. It could be something they were doing or something you were doing. Wow. This is part of why they're drawn to you, is that you're able to get rid of triggers. Okay? You're able to cut out things that trigger you, or you're able to stop being triggered by something. We got childhood wounds, flashbacks, ready to explode, caught in the act. Okay, so fam, here's what I'm seeing, okay? I feel like your crush is drawn to you because you overcame that which traumatized you in your past. You no longer explode. You no longer, and if that's not you, then you no longer let this get you down. Someone or something hurt you in the past, and you've learned to do away with it. You've memorialized it. You've gone through your mourning stage, and you overcame it, and you're fine now. Okay? You no longer let them trigger you. That's for some of you. Maybe you no longer let your crush trigger you. Okay, so we have true love. Wow. I feel like your crush feels drawn to you because You are their true love. For some of you, this person, okay? You are currently dating this person or you're in a relationship with them. They are drawn to you because you've taught them certain lessons. You have taught them certain lessons. They've grown through you. Maybe you all went through a lot together and you did not stay stuck in negative patterns with them. You were able to, suss the situation out and you're like, no, that's not for me. No. And even though you are still with them, you were like, you identified the pattern as the pattern. Okay. And so you were able to sort of isolate issues that were toxic and say, this is a toxicity. Okay. And now I'm going to step out of this toxicity. All right. I'm no longer going to participate in these toxic patterns. Now it's up to you to mirror me and step out of this toxic pattern like I've done, or remain mired in it yourself. That's up to you. So you are an excellent example for this crush of yours. Okay. And so they've mirrored you and they've learned, they love you because of this. They love you because you stopped being triggered, or they love you because you taught them how to stop being triggered, or because they learned by example from you. I feel like your crush is drawn to you and finds you irresistible because you grew, because you helped them grow. Perhaps the connection you're in has transformed, and I do believe in this, that karmic soulmate relationships can evolve into twin flame soulmate relationships, okay? Where you guys are mirroring each other because you're evolving and transmuting and elevating the energies in the relationship. They learn to mirror that and they're ready. They're ready to mirror the positivity. And so you guys, it's like you're elevating each other. If they're ready for it, they're elevating with you. And I get the feeling that for some of you, that's exactly what's happening here. Okay? Your crush is irresistibly drawn to you because you evolved, because you grew, and because you are a shining light for them. You transformed. You transformed the situation. You transformed what was upsetting them. You transformed the toxic situation in y'all's lives. Okay, we're getting hush. Yes. Your crush finds you irresistible because you've learned to have peace. Okay? I'm getting, when I see the thunder, the lightning, the boom, 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 I feel like there were clashes. There was loudness, there was thunder, there was chaos. There may have even been a cataclysm at one point. And you've learned to bring that down. You've learned to bring peace in. I'm seeing a lotus here. A lotus grows out, has its root system inside of, a lot of times, out of a muddy swamp, okay? Or muddy marshland. A lotus will sprout and grow. Beautiful, resplendent, out of the mud and shining. And look how it's elevated inside on these long stalks. And it's not letting itself get dirty, okay? With the mud. It grew out of that mud, yet it looks pure and untainted and undefiled and a thing of beauty that is serially beautiful, okay? And this is part of why they're drawn to you. They feel that you came out of your background. You may have come out from a background that was traumatic. You may have come out of a past history that was filled with mess, filled with pain, filled with trauma. You just had a difficult beginning, okay? Maybe in that relationship or in your past or in your background. But yet you came out of it and you bloomed and you blossomed and you are one of the most shiniest, most beautiful things out there today. Regardless of where you came from, regardless of how you began, regardless of how things began, we're getting confirmation. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your last card and we'll wrap this up. We have the Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh. Again, we're going back to your beauty. Your crush is drawn to you because of how beautiful you are. Okay, now just take these messages as they resonate, okay? Now, what I'm seeing for you is that your crush is irresistibly drawn to you because of your beauty. They love how protective you are, okay? In the traditional Queen of Wands, there's a black cat. I don't see a black cat here. Here they have exchanged the black cat for a kid wearing black. Okay, you can see the black sleeves. And as you saw, my cat, Leo, he's black. He came through. I'm just getting that they view you as very protective. They feel that you saved them, yes, from trauma. That you saved them from trauma. You can see this burning building in the background. You see that? It's a burning building back here. And I feel that your crush feels that you protected them from something. Okay, you may have protected them from a traumatic situation, or protected them from something. I remember I said there was a cataclysm. You got lightning, you got fire. Maybe there was literally a fire and you saved them. You know, maybe the aftermath, maybe you protected them. I don't know. Maybe they love the way you, if you have children or you have a child, they love the way you protect your child, or the way you protect them, or the way you protected your inner child. Okay, they feel like this is a really good example. I feel that, yeah, they feel that if you're a mother or a parent, they feel you're a great parent. That you're very, very protective of your children. You keep, you know, things that you cherish and value and want to protect. You keep things from harm. Perhaps you kept them away from harm. Okay, perhaps you used to have a fiery temper and you've learned to hush it, and you protect your loved ones from your temper, or you protect your loved ones from something that was very intense. Okay, they feel that they can trust you with the vulnerable, with vulnerable things. You can be trusted to protect vulnerable things, people, children, animals. This is why they are drawn to you. This is why they find you so irresistible. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you today, my beautiful viewer. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you found this message to be resonant, then give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Hello, and welcome to Reading Pile 2. I chose this card here. It says child. Okay, very beautiful card. We see innocence here. Okay. We see someone being protected too. I see an adult and a child. It says protectiveness, number 24. 24 may be relevant. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to set this aside and see how it fits into your reading as we progress. Okay. All right. So why does your crush find you so irresistible? I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Pile 2. Your crush finds you irresistible because you're either making a lot of money or you have the ability to make a lot of money. You have that potential. And they just feel very confident in your ability to make money. Okay, they feel that you're also good about holding on to money. Maybe you're not wasteful. You don't waste the money. You don't throw money away. I also feel that your crush finds you irresistible because you've got that bag. I'm seeing, they got that bag. I feel like you're very good at securing or getting or procuring the things of value. Okay, you achieve your goals. You've accomplished certain missions. You have financial stability in your life, or you've got this thing on lockdown, whatever that is. Okay, you got something on lockdown. You got it locked down. You got something locked down. I don't know what it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that your crush is irresistibly drawn to you because of your success. Okay, your ability to succeed at gaining certain things or holding on to certain things. It could be financial. It could just be maybe just a good career. Okay, or maybe you're good at making money and saving it, holding on to it. Or you have that potential. Perhaps there's something you're working on right now. They're just seeing dollar signs. They're like, you're going to be so rich, or you're going to be so successful. And this is part of why they find you so irresistible. Okay. I feel like they also find you irresistible because of your accessories. Maybe they think you dress well, or they just like the way you carry yourself. We're getting rooster. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So I feel that your crush is drawn to you because of your sense of pride within yourself. Okay, you know who you are, and it's like, I don't want to say that you're cocky. Maybe you are. Maybe they like your cockiness. Okay, it could be that you're cocky and they like your cockiness, and that's why they're drawn to you. They're like, they're drawn to your confidence. They like the way you carry yourself. Like, you know what you're doing. You know who you are. You know what you're about, and they like your sense of boundaries too. Maybe you have certain boundaries and you're like, I don't like this, and I don't like it when that happens, and I don't like it when this happens, and that's just how it is. Okay, that's just me. They like that. They like that you have boundaries. Okay, they're drawn to you because you know who you are and you are successful, or you have the potential to be very successful, and they like dealing with you because your boundaries are well defined. I feel like they perceive your confidence as a good thing. Okay, they're like, yeah, this person is successful, so therefore they are confident, and I'm gonna respect them. Okay, I'm gonna respect them. I feel like your crush may also be drawn to you because you have a measure of success in your life. You may own your own home. Okay, or if not, you own some certain resources, or you're just very confident about your ability to be successful, and they really, really like this about you. You know, because confidence, if you're confident, that's half the battle right there. You know, confidence is a big deal. If you're confident, you know, you can be the most talented person in the world, the most, I don't know what, okay? You can be the most talented person in the world, but if you lack confidence, you could fail. Okay, because you're not aware of your talents, you're not aware of what you're capable of, and so opportunities are going to pass you by. You're going to lose out on so much. You will not be able to enjoy your successes when they come. So they love that you're confident, because it's like you're already there. You're already halfway there. Or, you know, they love that you're successful and that you're confident. You're aware you're successful, and you are confident because of it. They're attracted to this aura you got going on, pile 2. I'm also getting that your crush is drawn to you or find you irresistible. You are, I don't want to say they view you as a nag, but you're just good about reminding them of something. There's something you remind them of. It could be maybe you remind them to wake up in the mornings, or maybe you send out reminders to people, or you remind them of something. Maybe you mean to, maybe you don't mean to remind them, or whatever, but you're just a reminder to them that they need to maybe, be on their game. Okay, that they need to, stay focused and stay driven. You remind them of something vital, important. All right. Next, we're getting end evil, rule, hero, final battle, oppression, communism, tyrant, fascism, magic sword, courage, villain, revolutionaries, chosen one, resistance, the cavalry, fiend, desperate plan, evil emperor. Listen, your crush is drawn to you, and they find you irresistible because you don't take crap. Okay? You don't take crap. You are not the one who will accept bullying. You're not the one who accepts less than what you deserve. You don't accept tyranny. No. If someone is trying to rule in an evil way over you, you find a way to triumph over them. It could be a person, it could be a situation in life, it could be, circumstances, it could be anything, it could be your health. If there's something that's trying to keep you down or take you down, you find a way to overcome. I feel like you overcame something. Perhaps it was poverty. Okay? Perhaps you were dealing with a boss at work, and they were aware that this boss was bullying you, or someone was bullying you, and you overcame them. You found a way to take this person down. You rallied, in some cases, you rallied the people in your favor to help overcome this situation. Multiple people support you. Multiple people have your back. Okay? Your crush finds you irresistible because you're able to rally the crowd. Your crush finds you irresistible because you are able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Charm and galvanize people. People just find you magnetic. Okay, people find you magnetic. They find you, they want to get behind you. Okay, your crush is drawn to you because you overcame something, and therefore they feel safe around you. They feel that you're a protector. Okay, you are also, it could be that you are a and this is just for some of you. Okay, you may be a whistleblower. Perhaps you're a whistleblower. You let people know what was happening, and you rally the people. The people rallied around you, and you overcame a certain evil, a circumstance in your life. Okay. I also feel that your crush is drawn to you because you're the chosen one. People get behind you. People vote for you. People choose you. You have the ability to convince people. Okay? You lead the resistance. It could be that you are a good motivator, you're a good coach, or you have a certain message. Maybe you have a podcast, or there's a way that you motivate people online or through a channel, or like you have a community of people behind you. They find you irresistible because you're confident enough to lead people, and not only just lead people, but lead them out of problems. Lead them into finding solutions. You are a successful leader, a successful example, and a successful motivator. Wow. Pile 2. Okay, so we have the Chief. Yes, definitely. Okay, this is the card of authority. This is the Emperor. So you may be a leader. You may be a boss. You may be a CEO. Okay, you walk the walk. You talk the talk. You walk the walk. You are a leader. You're a natural born leader. And you may also have a position of authority within a certain system or power structure. And they are drawn to you because of this. Okay, they find you irresistible. They're drawn to your power. Your crush is attracted to you or feels drawn to you because of the power and the authority that you display. Okay, the control or influence that you possess. Okay, it could be control over yourself, but I get the feeling it's control over others. Okay, I feel like you may not, maybe you don't pride yourself on this, but the fact of the matter is, Pile 2, is that you have great influence over others, and you have the ability, either you have a lot of power over others, or you have a title where you're the boss, or you're a CEO, or you're able to tell people what to do, or you're able to influence people on a mass scale. Or perhaps you and your crush are in a situation where almost everybody there listens to you. Almost everybody there follows you and does what you say. Okay, and it's almost like you don't even have to try too hard. You just have this thing about you, this it factor, this I don't know what it is. Okay, I also feel like they really attracted to you because of the way you dress. I feel like some of you, maybe you're in the military, or maybe you wear some sort of attire that's very official looking. Maybe you wear a suit to work, or the way you dress like a high power corporate person, or or maybe you're just in some kind of position of authority. Maybe you're a judge, or maybe you are a police officer or something. I don't know what it is. Okay, but you just have authority over others, and people have to do what you say in some capacity. Fascinating. Okay, so we have the Manatee. Peace, gentleness, and presence. Despite this, though, despite all this power you possess and accomplishments, confidence and cockiness even, I feel that they are attracted to you because you're gentle, you're kind, you're like a gentle giant. Okay, you are not a bully. Okay, you're not a bully. In fact, you take down the bullies. You are not a bully, and they love this about you. You're a gentle giant. You would never hurt a fly. In fact, you protect the weak. You protect the vulnerable. You look out for the good of the people. And this is what they love about you. Perhaps you look out for their own good. And this is why they feel so drawn to you. We have nostalgia. Yeah. I feel that I feel like they're really into your looks. They think you're very sexy. Your crush finds you irresistible because of how sexy you are. Okay. And they think a lot about how you look. They think a lot about your physical appearance. They think you are sexy as all get out. Okay, they fantasize about you. You are their fantasy personified. Okay, they cannot help but be drawn towards you because they're always, it's like you what's that, you're in their mind rent free. Okay, they think about you, they crush on you, so therefore they find you irresistible. So it's like a catch-22. It's like a loop that never ends. It's self-sustaining. Okay, because they think about you, and then they feel drawn to you, and they maintain this interest in you, maybe intentionally, I don't know, but they just do. Okay, we got perfect moments. They think you're perfect. They think you're perfect. They like your riz too. They love the way you dress. They love your fashion. They love your drip. Okay, I'm getting gold. I feel like a lot of you wear gold. or you wear some really nice jewelry. I don't know what it's like, maybe like state of the art, like artisan like jewelry or something. I don't know, just getting that. They may have seen you in your underwear and they like your lingerie, or they like the way you yeah, I'm getting lingerie. Yeah, for sure. Okay, they've seen your lingerie. For some of y'all. And they think it's sexy. They think about it a lot. Okay. They also love your butt. They love your butt. Okay. They find your butt irresistible. They love the shape of your behind. Okay. It's very round, shapely, smooth. They think you got very smooth, curvy, or maybe like good muscles. You know, you got like those chunky muscles. They love the shape of your muscles or your curves. Okay. We have a strength card. I feel like you are, in their eyes, they view you as perfect. Okay. They view you as perfect because I'm sorry to say this, but yeah, it's a money thing. Okay. They do feel like you're financially successful, or that you're going to be financially successful. And they love how this translates when it comes to how you dress, your accessories, how you carry yourself. Wow. Okay, we have child. Now we're getting to the card that you chose. 24 may be of relevance here, okay? They may like your age. Okay. I feel like they're drawn to you because you're generous, you're giving. They also look up to you, okay? They feel that you're a good mentor. They feel that you're a good person to copy. Oops. Sorry, let me back up. I just skipped right over strength. So your crush is drawn to you because of your ability to do big things, okay? They feel that you have caught a big whale. Perhaps you secured a huge contract, or you have like, if you own your own business, you may have like big powerful clients. You're able to get like big people, big companies to you're able to convince lots of people, or convince big companies to come your way, and you have big whale of an account, like they think you're a big deal. My gosh, who are you, pal? Two? You must be very accomplished. Thank you for coming here. I appreciate your viewership. Okay, now they feel that you're very brave. Okay, they feel that you're not afraid. Okay, you're confident when it comes to facing up to major challenges, or things that other people would find intimidating. You're able to like face it, take it down, catch it. I see this net around the big whale. I see you having overcome a tyrant that was, formerly, lording it over others and bullying others. You overcame that guy. Now you're catching a big whale. They think that you are brave. You do not back down from opposition, and you are not afraid, or you accept your fear and you overcome your fear, or you do things despite your fear. You're heroic. You're a hero. You've done big things. You faced down Goliath. And this is why they find you so irresistible. We got child. You make them feel safe, fam. That's what it is. You make them feel so safe. They want to be around you because they feel like nothing can go wrong, and no one can hurt them if they're around you. This is why they're drawn to you. Okay? They also feel that you have a gentle side to you, fam. They feel that you have a certain innocence, a certain like vulnerability, a certain gentleness about you that they also find irresistible. But mainly you protect the vulnerable. You protect people. Perhaps it was them. I feel like your crush is, finds you irresistible because maybe they're not as powerful as you are, or as brave as you are. And so they're like, you know what? I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you protected me. You make me feel safe. I can turn to you for protection, on and on and on like this. Okay? They feel like all is well in the world when you're around. When they're around you, when you're around them. They feel like, it's safe under the dragon's belly, right? It's safe under the wing of the dragon. And the dragon is you. You're the dragon. Yeah, it's safe under the wings of a dragon. It feels nice and warm, cozy. I would say that they find it safe to be near you. And they also respect you. They would never do anything to cross you because they respect your boundaries, like we talked about earlier. Okay? Next, we're seeing robots. I don't know. I feel like they may be drawn to you because you know how to program people. Perhaps you know how to, perhaps you're a doctor. I'm seeing a lab coat. You have some sort of profession where you wear a uniform or something, or you have a title that's clear. You're either a doctor or a judge or a lawyer or a police officer or a CEO, or you have some title and you wear something that makes it very clear what it is that you do, and they really are irresistibly drawn to you because you know how to. You may be a technician, you may be an engineer, you may be a robotic engineer or something like that. They love this about you. Maybe you work with AI. They find you irresistible because you know how to program things, or you know how to analyze things and fix things or heal things. You might be very technical. Perhaps you work with people too. But I get that you're more of a protector. You know, you help to keep people safe. But I also feel like, you know, for some of you, you may be good at analyzing, maybe an analyst, analyzing and fixing things from that perspective. Okay. And this is why they find you so irresistible. I feel like not only are they drawn to your power, they're drawn to your intelligence. Okay. We have balloon, decoration, surprise, event. A shining facade often conceals a fragile core. Be wary of temptations that seem too perfect. Yeah, they understand that you've got a vulnerable interior. All right. They see your vulnerability and they like it. They see it and they like it. I feel like they may like the way you decorate your home. They feel irresistibly drawn to your home. They feel that you keep children or innocent places safe and protected. I feel like they also find you irresistible because you know how to decorate your home. Maybe you have a very nice looking home, or perhaps you're a really good gift giver, or you do like good surprise birthday parties. Maybe you threw a surprise birthday party for them one time, and because of that, they just are drawn to you. We have decision, wrong reason, contemplating, stay or leave, uncertain. I feel like your crush is drawn to you because you're decisive. You're decisive. You're not unclear. Okay. You don't sit on the fence. You don't sit on the fence. Okay. You say yay or nay. Okay. Yay or nay. You avoid sitting on the fence. You stay or you leave. You're not the uncertain type. You're very decisive. You have clarity. You make good decisions. You make moves. You get things done. Okay. Maybe they are lacking in this, and this is why they're so drawn to you. They're like, I want to be around someone who knows what they're doing. I want to be around someone who, you know, they make quick, good decisions, and we go. I feel like they also want you to choose them. Okay. They want you to choose them. I feel like your crush finds you irresistible because maybe because some of you do seem uncertain about them. You seem uncertain about them. And they like that. Perhaps they feel like you are, you're not sure. And so this is part of the allure for them, is they're like, oh my gosh, she's not sure, or he's not sure. I need to, you know, this makes them want to, try harder or something. They want to sway your decision their way. Okay. I feel like they've celebrated some sort of successful outcome with you. Perhaps you've helped them maybe they share birthdays with you, or they want to party with you. They like the way you party. 8 of Pentacles. They like the way you work. Okay. They like your craftsmanship. Okay. They feel that you're a quality worker, that the things you do are quality. Okay. That you do awesome work. They like your career. They like the work that you do. They feel that you're a very focused, driven, productive person. They find you irresistible because of how professional you are. I'm getting a lot of professional vibes, guys. It's all about your career, corporate, your business, the way you handle people, your social, you know, the way you handle yourself socially speaking. Gift. Yeah, they think you're a great gift giver. I'm getting it now. They love the gifts you give. They feel that you're a great gift giver. Okay. They feel that you also are very good about surprises. Look, surprise. Yeah, they feel that you're very good at surprising them. They never know what to expect next from you. I feel like you've given them like a gift or two that they've been over the moon. They've been like, they love that gift so much. Whatever gift you gave them, they loved it so much, and it made them think of you. Okay? They're irresistibly drawn to you because they want to date you. Okay? This could be maybe if you hadn't been dating this person, they're drawn to you. They find you irresistible because they think of you a lot and they want to date you. Okay? They like how the way you present yourself too. Very appealing. They find you very appealing. We have open up. Okay. So they're also drawn to you because they feel like they want your heart. They want to win your heart. They want to win you over. Okay. Remember I said there's a decision. They want you to make you that decision. They want you to open your heart to them. They want to unlock your heart. They want to find the key to unlock your heart. They like that you're not easy. They like that you're not just like, oh, I love you. They like, first of all, that you're a catch because of your career. You may be a Capricorn. You may be, I don't know what you are, okay? But they love this vibe that you exude. You're an accomplisher. You're a leader. You're a moneymaker, or you will be. You're promising. You have huge potential. You hold on to your money. You're not wasteful. You're very professional. You are a professional. Surprise them with this. And you've given them surprises at times that they were like blown away. And I feel that they like you and they're drawn to you because you're not just open to everyone. Okay? You're not just open to everyone. Perhaps they feel like it's work to try to get you to open up. It's work to unlock your heart, and they like you because of that. Or it could be that if maybe you're already dating this person or you're in a relationship with this person, they like that you're not for everyone. You're not sitting there flirting with everyone. You're very professional. When they come to your job or they are aware of what you're doing at work, it's all business. You're not flirting with people at work. You don't have a work girlfriend or work boyfriend. When you go do your other things, or you go to school, or you do whatever it is you're doing, you keep it locked down for them. I got locked. You got it locked. Okay. They find you irresistible because you keep it locked in for them. Okay. You're not open to everybody, okay? Or they feel like, they like how they have to work to unlock you. They have to say the right things. And the reason they like this is because they know not everybody's going to know. Not everybody's going to be able to access your heart. You're not easy to crack open. So therefore, them cracking you open and getting that key to your heart is a huge prize for them. It's valuable, you see? You're valuable. That's part of why they find you irresistible. We have blindfold. So I feel that your crush finds you irresistible because you are focused on work. You're focused on your career. You're highly driven. It's like, you're very robotic about your job. You have great vision when it comes to your job. It's like you're married to your career. You're married to your vocation. I'm sure they would like to marry you, maybe, but they just like how serious you are about your path in life when it comes to your career or your calling. Okay. It's like you have blinders on. You're all about your stuff, and your crush likes this about you. You're all about, your career. You're all about your business. You're not trying to get into other people's business. You're not, you have it locked in. You have it locked down. You focus on your job, and that's it. Okay. Lastly, we are getting death. Wow. Death, 8 of Pentacles, the Emperor. Okay. And strength. Wow. Yeah. So I feel like your crush finds you irresistible. We're getting Kali here. The goddess Kali. She does not play. Okay? She does not play. The goddess Kali in Indian culture, she's a deity that represents creation, actually. She may look like she's beheaded someone here. Okay? But she's also about creation and preservation. She is a liberator. Okay? She frees forms. So, for instance, she's the force behind freeing someone from an addiction. She's the force behind freeing someone from slavery. She is the liberator. Okay? You know, the goddess Kali in the Hindu culture, people appeal to her when they want to be freed from something, when they want to be freed from material form. You know, like they don't want to be caught up in illusions any longer. She's a catch-22 though. She works, she's tough, okay? A good example for how goddess Kali might work is, say you ask to be, you know, I don't want to call in anything here, but you know, she embodies she's a paradox. She's a paradox, okay? She's like a catch-22, okay? She is the force of fierce destruction alongside profound care and compassion for her devotees. So for instance, she will avenge her devotees, okay? She will avenge them. So don't mess with her, okay? And I'm getting that here with end evil rule. See how, you know, your crush finds you irresistible because you end forms that are hurtful. You stand against that which is hurting the people. Stand against that which is toxic. You are a liberator away from toxicity and abuse. Okay? That which is bad, that which is wrong, that which is evil. So you're a hero in their eyes. Okay? You bring about the end to that which is horrid. You can see this demonic form is being beheaded by goddess Kali. This could have been a force in their lives. Perhaps you, we're getting confirmation, okay? You maybe freed them from someone who was bullying them. Or you got someone who was bullying them fired. Maybe you helped them overcome an addiction. Or you exorcise something negative out of their lives, okay? You put an end to something that was hurting them. Or perhaps you got rid of something very negative in your own life. Perhaps you exorcised the demons out of your own life, thereby you becoming an excellent role model and example for them to follow. And this is why they are so irresistibly drawn towards you. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you here, guys. This is the message for you as to why your crush finds you so irresistible. I hope you've enjoyed this message. Thank you so much for bringing your energy to this reading. Take very good care of yourself, and I appreciate your viewership. Take care now, and I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading, Pile 3. Let's take a look. You chose number 29, Evolution. Wow, what a beautiful card. Beautiful energy. This is gorgeous. You know, I'm getting like, you know, from a larvae to a butterfly, right? That kind of energy. So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. We're going to see how this card fits into the message. Let's begin here. We got side hustle. Okay. Multiple incomes, extra earnings, financial security, always on my grind. Guys, your crush finds you irresistible because you are so focused. There is something you are focused on. I see you on the computer maybe you're writing a story, you're an author, you're writing a book on the side, or you're creating some program, perhaps you're a coder, perhaps you're designing something, getting some confirmation on that, okay? They love your seriousness, okay? They love your focus, they love your drive. For some of you, you may flat out have a side hustle, and they love how focused and driven you are. This is a big turn on for them. They love it, okay? Your crush loves to see how seriously you take your goals, how seriously you take yourself, your plans. They feel like you're very progressive. Wow. They love how you're always on that grind. You have drive, and they love that about you. This is why they find you so irresistible. We have coins. Oh my gosh, guys. You might want to watch Pile 2. Yeah, you might be driven to watch Pile 2. Okay, Pile 2 had like a kind of a similar vibe, but not quite, but similar. Okay, now we have coins. Money will be coming to you. So I feel like your crush finds you irresistible because they feel like you're a moneymaker. Okay, they feel that you either get money, additional income through a side hustle, or that you have a job. You may not even have a side hustle. You may just have a job where you get paid and you're very focused at it. Okay. So if you don't have a side hustle, it could be they just love your drive. They love your focus at your job. They feel that you get paid well, or they feel that you're on your way to making a lot of money. Okay. They feel that about you. And this is part of why they find you so irresistible. They're seeing dollar signs. Okay, I'm so sorry. Pile 3. Okay, they are drawn to your ability to make money, or they feel very strongly that you have great potential and the thing you're working on is going to bring a lot of income to you. We have aristocrat. History, noble title, privilege, old money, wealth, servants, family tradition, upper class, ancestor, private club, snob, inheritance, family heirloom, royalty, elite, manor, fox hunt. They feel that you may come from money. This is part of why they're drawn to you. Or that you're wealthy, that you built certain wealth for yourself, or you come from a wealthy background, or you live in a big house, or something like that. Or you come from a family that's doing very well, but you're not lazy. You're not taking it all for granted. Even though you come from a family that can support you and take good care of you, and lineage that you come from money, you're not taking it for granted. You're trying to create more money. Okay, you're either going to school and you're wanting to become good at something or have a good profession on your own, or you do very well at your career. You're not just solely relying on your background or your connections. Okay, though they love this about you. Okay, this is part of why they are so they're so drawn to you. Okay, it could be that you have a title. Maybe you were born into a family. Maybe you're like you could be like a socialite in your community. You don't have to be like a socialite, when it comes to the whole country. It could be just in your town. Perhaps your family owns a chain of, for example, your family may own like a chain of ice cream stores that's local to your community. Okay, you're an aristocrat. Okay, you're a socialite. You're born into money. That's what that means. Or maybe you come from you're one of the families that live in one of the biggest houses in your neighborhood, and your family is obviously well off. Something like this. Okay. It could be as simple as that. Or it could be that you are wealthy and you've already had a measure of success in your life. You've already had a measure of success in your life. You are wealthy already and you are on your way to making more. This is why they find you so irresistible, okay? You are of upper echelon, okay? You are from the upper echelon. You are maybe, I feel like you might be from old money, or you are wealthy, or you're upper class, okay? You're from the upper class. This is part of why they find you so irresistible. You may also just have connections. You may be connected to money. Okay, you maybe just be connected to people who have money. And this is part of why they find you so irresistible. So your crush, we're getting the 10 of Wands. Burdens over commitment and responsibility. Your crush loves that you're a hard worker. They find you irresistible because of how hard you work. You're a workhorse. Okay? You're driven. You have many irons in the fire. Okay? You have many things going. Perhaps you're always busy all the time. You got a lot of things you're doing, a lot of projects you're working on. You're full. Your schedule may be full. This is part of why they're drawn to you. Pile 3. I hope I said pile 3 earlier. I'm so sorry if I didn't say pile 3. I may have said, yeah, did I say pile 3 or pile 2? I'm so sorry, but this is pile 3. I feel that your crush may be drawn to you or find you irresistible because maybe they feel overburdened in their situation. Maybe they feel like life is hard. Life has been very hard. And they feel that getting with you would help alleviate some of these burdens. That's a message for just a few of you. Okay? Maybe they feel like in you, they would have someone who they can relate to when it comes to how hard they work or how much responsibilities they have to deal with in life. Okay? I feel like it's also possible for a few of you where they are from money. Okay? Your crush is from money. And they are not interested in a gold digger. They don't want to they like that you work hard for your money. They like that you are trying to make something of yourself. And this is part of why they're attracted to you. That's just for a few of you. Take it as it resonates. We have ride the wave, seizing opportunities. Exactly. They feel that you are the type to, you don't sit around, fam. Pile 3. Oh my goodness. You're so driven. They feel like when an opportunity comes along, you're ready to take that opportunity. You work yourself into a position where when the wave comes, you're ready to ride it. And you're riding a big wave right now. That's what they think of you. That's why they are so drawn to you. Okay? They cannot resist you because of how driven and hardworking you are. You're very skilled too. You know, when you think of these, surfers who ride these giant waves, that takes a lot of practice. That takes a lot of skill. And they're able to ride these big waves because they practice so much. So they're really drawn to you because of your dedication and the hours that you put in, okay? Next, we're getting health concern. Okay, so your crush finds you irresistible because you're a health nut. That's number one. Okay, that you are you follow the prescriptions you've been given. You do things the healthy way. Okay, you do things the healthy way. Perhaps you eat healthy. Maybe you are a doctor. It could be that you're a medical professional, and your crush finds this very they love this about you. Okay, maybe you are into eating very healthy. That's something else that's coming through. I think they may also like you because you're athletic. For some of you, you're very athletic and you're very healthy. You eat healthy and you stay fit. You're not just always at the desk working, okay? You actually go out and you're very athletic. You exercise. You do something very high paced. Like I feel like you may be very cardiovascular, or you have great muscle tone. You're able to carry. You may be a bodybuilder, or you lift weights or something. And I feel like your crush finds you irresistible because of this. They think that, wow, you're for money. You work hard. You not only work hard, but you also physically work hard, and you mentally work hard. And you're very athletic and you eat healthy. Maybe they see you eat fruits and vegetables, that your health is you're in great shape. So you're not the kind of person who works so hard that you neglect your health. Oh no. Okay, they feel that you're the kind of person who works hard and you pay attention to your health, or that you work hard at your health. That whatever you do, maybe you're an athlete. Maybe this is what you work so hard at. Okay, interesting. Okay, we have in touch with your body. See, guys, look. We got the pears, we got the onions, strawberry, oranges, going to the doctor, getting your checkups. Now we got someone who's juicing. Look at this. We got the watermelon, pear, pineapple. They feel your crush is drawn to you because you eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Maybe you do juicing. You're very athletic. They think that you're in excellent shape. You're an athlete. You're an athlete, or you're athletic. Or they feel that you have an athletic building that and remember, this is not about what you're actually doing. This is about how they perceive you. So it could be that maybe you're not that health conscious, but you just look very healthy and you come across very healthy, and this is how they view you. Okay, so you have to just take it the way this is what they think. This is what the reading is about. Is why are they irresistibly drawn to you? What is their perspective on you? And they view you as very healthy. They view you as very health conscious. You put good things into your body, and it shows. Okay, I feel like they also love your skin tone. They feel like you get out in the sun and you have this healthy glow to your skin, like you've got like some, and you don't have to be black or brown. You could be white or fair skin, but you just have this like a tan color to your skin, like you go outside, you get the sun. Okay, wow, you get vitamin D. Okay, you get vitamin C. They're irresistibly drawn also, I feel like, to your home. They feel like your home is very tantalizing. They like all the things inside of your home. Maybe they've seen your home from the outside. And they thought, I'd like to go in there and see how they be living. I want to see how their house is set up. Maybe they've seen, through a window, and they've been like, wow, that looks nice. That's just a message for some of you. We have the Chariot. Yes. You have a lot of ambition. You have a lot of drive. You have a lot of willpower. Okay, I feel like I'm getting like really powerful athletic vibes. I feel like you might be an athlete. For some of y'all, pile 3, you might be an athlete, or you might be into bodybuilding or something like that. You may be someone who runs, or you may be a marathoner, or you may be, I don't know what it is. Okay, I feel that your crush is very into you because of this. Okay, because of your physicality, your athleticism. Your crush is also into you because of your ability to make money. You're driven by money. You're driven by being successful in life. And they love this about you. They feel compelled. They feel they want to gravitate towards you because of it. They want to jump on this success train that you're on. Okay, they won't be left behind. We got Evolution, the card that you chose. So here's what I'm seeing, guys. I see that they've been watching your evolution. They've been watching you progress. This is someone who has been in your sphere for a while, or been around you for a while, watching you progress through the ranks, or watching you make progress with your business, or watching you make progress through, maybe your education or your business or your body. They've watched your body get better and better. They watched your business get bigger and bigger. They watched you progress on your project. They are witnessing your evolution. This is part of what they find so irresistible about you. They want to be around this aura of success that you got going on, pal 3. Okay? We're getting pizza. Yes, but you also know how to cut loose. You also know how to, yes, you eat healthy. You're all about your vegetables. You make sure you get all your vitamins. You get your sun. But you also eat your pizza. Okay? Pizza is not the most healthy thing, but it's delicious. And so I feel like they like that you can get down. You can go order pizza. You don't have your stick up your, you know how to cut loose and go eat that pizza. All right. They may have eaten pizza with you or gone out and eaten fast food with you. They feel like you're balanced. Okay. You may be very focused, very driven a lot of the time, to where they're like, well, I could do your schedule. Like, you're super disciplined. But then they've seen you take a break and eat some ice cream. They've seen you take a break and go do something that was a distraction. So they love this. They love that you know how to party a little bit. They also feel that you're a good balance of things. You're a good mix of things. Okay. You're not just all work, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. All work and no play makes Jill a dull girl. You're not about that. Okay. You know how to take a break. You know how to have fun. Okay. They like this about you. Okay. They may also think you make a really good pizza. Maybe you've eaten with them before and they love the way you maybe you know how to cook, or you got some good recipes or something. Okay, so we have book, prophecy, guidance, action, recent readings, hold a message, execute quickly to achieve goals. You're taking the bull by the horns on something. It's clear. You are taking the bull by the horns. In this case, they're taking the seahorse by the horns. You're riding that wave, okay? All right? You're jumping on some opportunity. And they see this in you. They find you irresistible because of this aura of success. I'm telling you, they find your ambitiousness contagious. They want to be around it. They want to be around you. They like this driven passion or energy that you have. You're focused. You want a secure life. You want wealth in your life. You may already have a level of success, but you want more, and they want to be around that. Okay? They feel that you're well read. They do like that you've taken action towards your dreams, your goals. I feel like they may have why do they find you irresistible? They love how you pay attention to your books. For some of you, you may be a student, you may be studying something, you may do your research. They love how well researched you are. You do your research. You're not just operating in the blind, fam. You know what you're doing. You're not just like gung-ho and I'm just going to go and do this thing. I don't care how I get there. I'm just going to just get in there. It's good to get in there sometimes in life. Definitely get in there. Just get started. But they love that you are well read. They love that you know what you're doing. So your ambition and your drive is coupled with knowledge. Okay? Your focus and your determination is coupled with research. So it's like a sure thing. You're sure to succeed at what you're accomplishing. And you've been succeeding. That's how they view you, okay? We got deja vu. There's history. Happened in the past. Repeated patterns. So I feel like your crush feels like you're on a repetitive cycle. You have repetitive patterns. You're predictable. You are able to hold to patterns of success reliably. Okay? You're not here today, gone tomorrow. You keep it pushing and you do it. You just keep at it, and you're good about sticking to your routines. Even when you're tired, even when you're bored, you stick to your routine. They feel that you have a history of being reliable when it comes to sticking to your plans and sticking to your routine. They feel like they've seen you do something over and over and over again, and they love this about you. Okay, you have, surety. They have confidence in you because they're like, this person knows what they're doing. I can rely on them. If they feel like you can be relied upon. If you can be relied upon to pursue your dreams, then you can be relied upon to take on your responsibilities and stick to your responsibilities, then you can be relied upon in other areas as well. This is part of why they find you so irresistible. We got the Two of Pentacles, reggaeton, salsa. You know how to party. Remember I told you guys earlier that you know how to cut loose? It's not just all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. All work and no play makes Jill a dull girl. You know how to take a break and have fun. So I feel like maybe you're into music. You may be a DJ on the side. Look, it says here side hustle. Okay. So for some of y'all, maybe you have a big time career where you're making money already, you're doing well, but you have a side hustle where it's like you're a DJ or something, or you have a creative side hustle and you go back and forth between these two. They're drawn to you because of it. Perhaps they're drawn to you because of your side hustle. They know you're making bank and you're doing well, but it's your side hustle that really reels them in. The whole package deal reels them in, okay? But it's the fact that you're able to keep both things going. That you have this serious, focused, maybe corporate, business-like side, and you have this side of you where you're having fun, okay? But you bring that seriousness and you bring that focus and drive to that fun side of yours as well. Wow. Pile 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have guarded, past trauma, building up walls, defensive, blocked heart chakra. So I feel like your crush, Pile 3, has had to deal with some past trauma. Perhaps they dealt with someone who they couldn't rely on. Okay. Maybe someone who was too rigid, or maybe someone who they couldn't depend on. Either way, they feel that you are the opposite of this energy. Okay. You show balance in your character. You're balanced. You work hard and you also play hard. Or you're very driven, reliable, and stable, whereas someone they dealt with was not like this, okay? Or maybe you have balance and someone they dealt with wasn't balanced. So this is part of why they find you irresistible. We're getting respect boundaries. They feel that you're very loyal to your boundaries. You're very loyal to the routine that you set up for yourself, okay? Boundaries also represent routine. Because when you think of a routine is where you set up predictable patterns, right? And you're like, I will do this and I will not do this, right? And I will do this on this time and I will not do this at that time. You know, those represent boundaries as well. We're getting confirmation. So I feel that they find you irresistible because you respect not only your boundaries on what you need to do, but you respect the boundaries of others and what they need to do. Okay, I feel like your crush may also be a very driven person. Yeah, they may also be very driven. I think that they are very focused. They have things they're working on too. And they feel like maybe they've dealt with people in the past who didn't respect how hardworking they were. And the reason they're drawn to you is because they know that you will respect it. They know that you will get it. That you will understand why they need to work so hard, why they have to follow routine because you do the same, why they need to work so hard because you do the same. Additional message coming through is that they feel that you're loyal to a boundary, so therefore you know how to be loyal. Okay? You're loyal, so therefore you can be loyal. Loyalty is big to them. Perhaps they dealt with someone who was disloyal to them in the past. Now they're looking for certain signs that someone can be trusted to respect boundaries. A, can be trusted to respect boundaries. B, can be trusted to respect others' boundaries. And C, who knows how to be loyal to things, be loyal to concepts, be loyal to routines, be loyal. They really feel you on this. And you can see this other dog is sniffing the other one like they're just like, can I come check you out? I want to be close to you. I want to be, this is them. Your crush is drawn to you because they love what you smell like. They love the way you smell. Your crush likes your smells. Perhaps they like your pheromones when you've been working out. They like the way you sweat, the way you smell when you've been sweating. Yes, I know some of you might be like cringing, like, what? I need to go take a shower after I work out. Well, this person may like that, okay? Maybe this person likes that when you work out, you're like, no, stay away from me. I'm going to go take a shower. Okay, they just are drawn to you because you're very good you have these lines you don't cross, okay? You follow certain routines. You have grid lines that you follow. You're very structured. Next, we're getting shiver. So I feel like your crush is drawn to you because right now, it feels like they don't have anyone else like you. Okay? They find you irresistible because they're drawn to the warmth of your passions. They're drawn to the fire of your ambitions. Okay? And they want to be warmed by this. They want to be warmed by the fire of your ambition. Okay? I feel like your crush may be lacking in some ways. They may be lacking monetarily. That's possible. And so they feel drawn to you because of this. I also feel like your crush, they may feel like maybe you shut them out at one point and they want to come back. I also feel like maybe your crush, it's possible your crush feels like an outsider. Maybe they feel lost. Maybe they feel like they don't have the same passions that you do. That's a possibility. And they want to be a part of this. Maybe they feel ignored because of how busy you are. Okay? Maybe they feel shut out in the cold or left out in the cold because you're so driven and focused and all your time is taken up with all these activities, and that's why they feel drawn to you. Okay? Just take it as it resonates. I feel like you may have drawn your boundaries with your crush as well. You may have told your crush, oh, no, I do this at this time, and then I do this at that time, and that's it. There's no negotiations. That's just how it is. And I feel like for some reason, your crush is even more drawn to you because of this. Remember, because of you have these strict boundaries. You're like, no, you got to come at this time and not at that time. It makes them desire you more. I mean, think about the idea that, it's like you're a limited resource, right? You're limited. You're not always available. And so therefore, this makes them desire you that much more, right? This makes them want you more. They go through periods of lack. They go through periods of lack where they feel like they're lacking you or lacking something because you keep to yourself and you keep to your routines. I feel like some of you, maybe you work or you're caught up behind a wall somewhere or something. I feel like grid lines or a wall. I see a wall here. I see another wall. Maybe you work hours and they feel like they can't get a hold of you or something. And you're like, no, I got to do what I got to do. I'm busy. Look, I'm busy. I got things I got to do. And they feel left out. And I feel like it's almost like they can't wait for you to get off work. They can't wait for you to come available again so they can seek you out. Okay? They want to be with you. And lastly, we are getting the Two of Cups. Yes. Okay. So now I'm getting that vibe again. Like maybe they see eye to eye with you. This person may be driven like you are. That's another thing. Okay. That I'm seeing. This person may be driven like you are. And they feel like you see eye to eye. Okay. I feel like they can't wait to see you again. Find you irresistible because it's like they're just waiting to be done with their work or waiting to be done with something so they can come home and fall into your arms. For those of you who are dating, okay, you're dating this person or you're in a relationship with them, they can't wait to come home so they can just fall into your arms. They find you so relaxing and they feel like you give them respite. They feel like you're there to hold on to them. Well, after they've done all their work and they're exhausted, you're the one they rest on. You're the one they come to find, relief in. Okay? They can't wait to do this for you. Okay? Also, I feel like your crush may find you irresistible because they're tired too. They have to work. And they feel like they go through periods of lack where they don't have you. Maybe they have to go away for long periods of time to go work somewhere for a couple of months or a couple of weeks, and they're without you. They're without your love. Or maybe they feel like what you do makes it impossible for them to get with you. And they're waiting around to see when you will be done with that so they can just be there to just receive you right as you're done. Okay? Maybe you're in the military. Okay? They can't wait for when you go on leave and they want to just be ready to just be there for you. They're drawn to you because they know you work so hard and they want to be there to just catch you as you are. They're like, oh, I'm so tired. I've had a long day. They're ready to just comfort you and hold you and be there for you. Okay? And that's the message I'm getting here for you, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it resonant. If you enjoyed this reading, please put a like on it. If you find it resonant, please put a like on it. I appreciate your energy here. And I don't know what it is that you do, but thank you for working so hard. Bless your heart. Take care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye.